another celebration, hallelujah. It took long enough for this one to shut down, and for some people to ask, wait, how come this game didn't die sooner? Because Rocksteady legally had to finish those 4 seasons, because of the morons that wasted money on the season pass. And I checked other YouTube videos, it's safe for me to say the name of the game. Rest in Hell, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Or should I say, Suicide Squad Kill Rocksteady. Because, man, Rocksteady will be lucky if WB doesn't shut them down. And don't forget, Rocksteady gets the blame for this garbage too. Not just for not having the balls to stand up to this live service bullshit, but being part of that political model woke BS. And remember, the co-founders of Rocksteady left. They knew what was going to happen. So the ones that stayed, they don't get any sympathy. In fact, just look at Harley back in the Arkham games. Then look at her in Suicide Squad. And they're from the same developers. And here's what confuses me. Harley, without the suit and the makeup, she looks fine. In fact, they knew they couldn't screw that up because they were taking notes from the movies, from Margaret Robbie. But so did the Gotham Knights game. They did that too. And their Harley was actually a villain. I talked about that before. That Harley looks like if Heath Joker had a Harley. That was a cool villain design. And it was a cool, good change. They didn't deliberately mess with anything because they hate men, let's be real. Oh man, I don't even want to talk about that freaking woke DEI crowd. But one thing about Marvel Rivals right now is doing so well, but those people hate that the female characters in that game actually look feminine. They just can't handle that. Look at this one pansy-ass Reddit page that banned me after calling out their bullshit. Point is, those people are also why Suicide Squad failed, and Rocksteady will most likely get shut down too. Now back to this quick edit. I didn't think I'd still be talking about Gotham Knights, let alone make videos about it after a year. Y'all really should play this game in 2024, and soon 2025. Because it's the better DC co-op game, and damn boy better Batman game, and actually respected Batman. It is still crazy to me that the B team, WB Games Montreal, made a damn good game, yet Rocksteady made garbage. That shouldn't have happened. What kind of timeline are we in? And Gotham Knights was WB Games Montreal's first game on their own. They helped make Arkham Origins, but that had multiple teams. Gotham Knights worked at day one, was functional at day one, didn't lag. It's not a live service. It didn't follow Marvel's Avengers. It's easy to grind. The customization options for so many suits are already there. There's tons of suits to get. Enemies don't scale with you. And unlike Arkham Knight, in Gotham Knights, Gotham City is populated with civilians. And near the end of the month the game released in, there was more raids were added, and they're not hours long. And there's co-op boss rushes, just more content. And like I mentioned before, the game being one and done is a good thing. It doesn't need to be hundreds of hours long, but it's certainly worth playing through all over again every now and then, which I gotta do a third time. I remember playing through the game a second time because getting to the level cap, you have to be a New Game Plus for that. Because in the first playthrough, you go up to level 30. The cap is level 40. And another thing about leveling up, you could just play through as one character if you want to switch. The skill points you get are shared. WB Montreal got a foundation, but because of WB constantly chasing the live service trend, I'm worried WB Games Montreal will not get the chance to make a Titans game, building on the foundation they got and basically have their own Arkham City. Such a game will be so much fun. Go look at my Bat Pupil brutality videos and imagine how brutal Beast Boy alone would be. Imagine how brutal Starfire would be. Heck, get Terra in there too. The good games, the non-greedy games will be the ones to keep on surviving. Like, I gotta update that Grim Reaper pick of going after all these live service games. One more thing. Companies slowly having enough of the DEI nonsense because it's not making the money. That cannot happen fast enough. That needs to come over to the gaming industry stat. I almost forgot to talk about one more thing. WB's next game is the Wonder Woman game. No one should have any hope for that now. I certainly don't. Heck, I'm worried that game won't even make it out. Maybe it will get a gameplay presentation at the Video Game Awards tomorrow. At the time of editing, I guess by the time this video is up, the Video Game Awards will be airing in a couple of hours.